Hey there, you guys. It's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. All right, what is today's date? It is Monday, June 15th, 2026. It is 11:13 a.m. I'm about to do the you versus them for the sign of Libra. Okay, so this, like always, my readings are timeless, so they can be past, present, or future. And the energies are interchangeable, so take them and flip them around as need be, because you guys know your situation way better than I ever will. All right? As always, use your discernment. My personal read information is in the description box down below. Okay. It's irritating me a little bit. I'm sorry, the hair is irritating me. It's irritating me. I can't ignore it. Good enough. Good enough. Anyways, this is not about me. This is about Libra. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'll take it. Ace of Swords, the overall energy. Star card. The Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, King of Wands, Three of Cups. All the things work out so naturally. Put it back up just a little bit, so the cards have a bit more space. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Someone is manifesting a breakthrough. Ooh, we love that. Now, what is for Libra's person? What do we got for Libra's person? All right. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Three of Swords. Oh, so both of you got the Three of Swords. Okay. The Hierophant, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Judgment. Okay. Very interesting energy here. Bottom of the deck for your person is the Two of Swords. So they have a decision they have to make. Okay. So let's start with your energy, Libra. Oh, before I forget, for you guys who never had a you versus them reading, what it is Libra, I'm gonna have your energy over here. And then I'm gonna have your person's over here. And then we want to see what the neutral energy is in between for the both of you. And then I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of advice. And that's pretty much how it goes. But um, for storytelling purposes, I'm gonna say this is your side, Libra, and this is your person's. But really, whichever side you resonate more with, that is your side. Okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, so your overall energy is the Ace of Swords. This talks about truth, clarity, major breakthroughs. I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are going through currently. A lot of breakthroughs. This is good energy. It's new. The Star, Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Again, the Star talks about healing. For you guys, that's what this energy is all about. All your things are going to become a lot more clear to you the more you guys take the time out to heal. Again, possibly to, be to yourselves or, do things that you find healing, like, I don't know, reading, writing, coloring, singing, dancing, creating YouTube videos or doing podcasts or editing, or I don't know. For each one of you guys, it's going to be different. Possibly doing your makeup. I don't know, but this will be a good time to pretty much address those previous things that maybe affected you. Like this hair. And also Six of Pentacles with the Two of Swords here. Yeah, there's a lot of time for things could be balancing out here. Six of Pentacles talks about usually some sort of maybe balance in regards to your money or finances. I'm not sure someone was trying to give you something, or maybe you are giving money to others, or maybe just weren't really mindful about where your money was going. Either with the Two of Swords, I feel like there's some sort of decision that needs to be made here. Let's see. Let's get a couple cards. What is this Two of Swords for Libra? What is the choice someone has to make? Someone is in their head about a crossroad. I feel like they know what they need to do. Yeah, about the Three of Cups. About possible reconciliation. Someone is making a decision. It's a King of Wands. Yeah, this person is popping up as a King of Wands. This King of Wands is, well, they were a bit, I feel, uncertain about what to do about this reconciliation. But the overall energy being the Ace of Swords, I feel this person ends up making a decision. Yeah, about this Empress. Yeah, about reconciling with an Empress here. This is what's going on. Queen of Swords. Whoever this Empress is, someone is worried that they're going to come up as the Queen of Swords still. They know whoever this Empress is guarded. But, yeah, someone knows what they need to do with the situation now. What's the Three of Swords? Why is the Three of Swords here for Libra? Why is the Three of Swords here for Libra? Three of Swords is usually speaking about heartbreak. That's the best thing about heartbreak. Usually that's where you need to heal. So it's like the answer's pretty like in your face about it. Let's see. What is this Three of Swords? What is this? Three of Swords as clarified by the Ace of Wands and then the Three of Swords. So there's some sort of heartbreak surrounding, I feel like maybe something sexual. Because the Ace of Wands can usually talk about sexual. It's about sex. Trying to find a classy way to say it, but the Ace of Wands usually represents the male phallic, and it's the King of Wands, so there could have been some sort of third party interferences here. Someone could have had a lot of passionate desires elsewhere, or something like that. But yeah, what else for the Three of Swords? It's about sex. What else for the Three of Swords for Libra? Too many cards. Three of Swords for Libra. What is the Three of Swords for Libra? Come on, give me a card. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the Tower. Yeah, whatever ended up being revealed, whatever happened here, it was pretty much shocking someone, surprising someone. Yeah, that whoever this person was, they possibly end up leaving someone behind. The heartbreak was whatever sexual stuff happened in the past. Someone got their heart broken, and when someone figured this out, that was the Tower. That was the thing that really shook this foundation of this relationship. And Five of Pentacles, someone got left behind. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I'm not sure if you were married to this person, or you guys were sharing a house or something like that. But yeah, this could have been a very like serious situation here. Or like I said, now someone may be viewing you like this. What's the King of Wands though? What's the King of Wands? King of Wands for Libra. What's the King of Wands? Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah. That's it. A very painful ending surrounding whoever this King of Wands is. Yeah. That's what's going on. Someone possibly could have been giving to more than one person here. And it ended up with a very painful ending surrounding this King of Wands. Huh. Yeah, and then we have the Five of Swords and then the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, whatever this person was doing at the time, it ended up forcing things to change in this connection. Yeah, where things haven't been the same since. Yeah, what else for the King of Wands? Anything else? King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yes. And now after this person has went through whatever major ending that they've been through, now they're ready for, I feel like, to really settle down. Because now, like I said, they always viewed you as the Queen of Cups, someone who's very sweet, kind. It's possibly how you showed up in the connection, if you're the feminine energy. But now this person's ready to show up as the King of Cups. They're now ready to give you the love that you deserve. After I feel like they had to, I feel like, get their ego in check. You know, get that shadow side under control. That's what's going on. But those Three of Cups. I see the Death card at the bottom. Yeah, something had to change in this connection. What's the Three of Cups though at the bottom? Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is the Knight of Cups. Someone is now, I feel like, wanting to listen to their heart more and not with their, you know what, downstairs, if you know what I mean. Someone's listening to their heart more. What else for Libra? What else with Three of Cups for Libra? I said now someone wants to reconcile. Now someone wants to show how much they care. This person could have been like a ladies' man. You know, had a lot of options. King wants is, you know, someone who's very handsome or very beautiful or attractive. So they now should attract a lot of attention, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that could have been part of the problem. Someone that was feeling themselves a little too much. Page of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who's possibly watching you here, watching the feminine, you know, spying. People could be gossiping about this as well, about someone wanting to come in. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, and settle down with someone. This could be the talk of the town. So again, this person gets a lot of attention. So a lot of people could be talking about this person. I feel like now, like turning a new leaf and wanting to be this, like, you know, this no longer want to be like a ladies' man or, you know, for the streets. Yeah, the World card. They want to close out that chapter and start a new one. Yeah, this is someone who I feel like learned their lesson and now is ready to, you know, again, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups. Again, now they're ready to really, I feel like, go for the long haul. Like they're not here for a good time. They're here for a long time now. That's the difference. Yeah, this person had to go through some healing. Yeah, this person was stubborn and hard headed, and yeah, they had their own issues they had to work through. But they're getting it together now. Yeah, it just took some time. Okay, so let's get into Libra's person. They have the Judgments. They have, I can pick up the card. The Judgment. Okay. So remember I said the person has the Ace of Swords on, Libra has the Ace of Swords on their side. They might be having to speak some sort of truth, or they're getting a lot of clarity, or I feel like now, like I said, they're making a decision. But when this does happen, you ultimately have the final say, Libra's person. You get the final say. Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you have been working hard. With the Five of Cups, Three of Swords. You have been working hard to get past this heartbreak. You know, to get past the sadness, to get past the grief, whatever's happened in this situation in particular. Eight of Pentacles talks about working hard to deal with this. You know, it's not always easy to just pick up and get over a heartbreak, but I feel like that's what you kind of been doing. You know, you've been trying to move forward. Yeah, and then we have the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Before I get into those, let's see what the Five of Cups is about for Libra's person. Why is the Five of Cups? Why is someone grieving? Why is someone looking back and feeling sad? What's with Libra's person? Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who's very sad because the reason why is because the Eight of Pentacles, they put a lot of work into a certain relationship. But at the time, someone was, they were the Princess of Cups, which in this case is, you know, the Page of Cups. This Emperor was closed off to this love before. Someone invested a lot of love and a lot of work into a connection to someone who pretty much was not giving them what they deserved. Yeah, Princess of Wands is here in the reverse as well, and with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Excuse me. Someone could end up like, I feel like, say if someone had, like, you know, put a lot of effort into this connection or into a connection, someone ended up, like, I feel like choosing someone else who ultimately I feel like wasn't even the right match for them. Was the craziest part, but they chose that. Yeah. And the Three of Swords, talking about the High Priestess. This heartbreak is what caused someone to, I feel like, really become more intuitive. That really made them, I feel like, go within and start trusting themselves more. So this heartbreak is what actually catapulted someone to really, I feel like, really honing in on their gifts, their skills, their abilities more. Because someone could just naturally be clairvoyant now, or naturally be like empathetic, or have some natural like spiritual gifts that could have like been popping throughout the relationship or whatever was going on in the situation here, but it's like they could have second guessed themselves and was like, maybe that's just like, me overthinking, or maybe, I'm just like, spazzing out. And now it's like after everything is unfolded, it's like now they're realizing that they need to trust themselves more. Again, listen to that voice that's guiding them. Yeah, Temperance card being here with the Lovers. Yeah, someone needed to pretty much, I feel like, trust themselves more. That could have been the problem. How can I do this? Lovers and the Temperance. And Lovers talks about having some sort of choice to make. And with the Temperance, it's like now someone is being divinely guided. It talks about being protected. Yeah, whatever has happened here, like say if someone broke your heart, it's like it honestly was for your highest good. This person wasn't right for you to begin. And this is being divinely guided because, like, this is what was possibly needed for you to really, I feel like, start, I feel like, being led down the right path. Choosing to, maybe choose people who aren't so toxic or narcissistic or stuff like that. Sometimes we have to go through a little craziness to figure out what we don't want. It's that sort of thing. Or maybe for you to learn to, love yourself first. But yeah, also talks about Tibbetts also talks about doing some moderation and being patient with yourself. Oh, that's something maybe someone needed to learn here, how to be a bit more patient with themselves. But at the bottom though, we have the Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Oh, yeah, someone still does the Hierophant card here. They still do want a high level of commitment. And again, this is someone who's very intuitive, very like connected to God, has a very close connection with God, or with the angels, with the spirits, with the ancestors here. They're getting a lot of guidance through them. This is someone who's like naturally gifted. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, this is like someone who I feel like May is trying to do their best to get back in balance. Three Pentacles usually gives like a balancing energy. They're trying to get themselves situated again. Eight of Swords. Someone can be a bit overthinking though. Let's see. Hierophant. What about the Hierophant for Libra's person? Yeah, this is the Prince of Dis, Knight of Pentacles. It's been slow and steady for someone to I feel like really dive into again this path, whatever path they've been choosing after like post heartbreak. Yeah, it's been a bit of a, it's been different. It's been unusual, but yeah, it's like now with the full card with the Empress, I feel like whoever this person is, it's like they're on the journey to becoming that guy or that girl. Because the Empress is someone who naturally attracts, but the full card being it's like someone who's just like again, they're just starting on this journey. They're not like all the way there yet. They're taking steps towards it, but someone's at least on the right path now. Like I said before, maybe they just weren't even fully aware that they had these gifts or had some sort of special talent that they needed to really pursue. They were like so busy trying to like possibly like like society teaches like you're not happy unless you have like a husband or a wife with you. It's like maybe this is what someone was taught. Now it's like they're realizing that they can have this happiness by themselves. This hair, what is with this hair today? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Lee, but this hair is like it's getting to me. It is really getting me. Okay, it's not about me, it's about Libra. Let's get back to the reading. Not about me. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone's now work like on the path towards again and creating that legacy. And again, like Ten of Pentacles is not something that's easy come, easy go. It's takes like attending to your garden daily sort of thing. So someone's now I feel like now finding like the right friends or the right habits or getting into the right mindset to even like create this Ten of Pentacles. Like that's someone's now focused on the long term goals, whoever this person is. Yeah, Three of Pentacles clarified by the Star card and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, whoever this feminine energy is, not only are they healing with the Star card here energy, this is someone who's now starting to get back to shine. Queen of Wands is someone who's confident. They're hot, they're attractive, they're charismatic, they're charming, they're a good worker. Like the more you heal, the more you start to build back up that confidence within yourself that may have been knocked down a peg or two by this, this person. Yeah, your person's working on getting themselves together. Yeah, Tower card, the Two of Cups, so that they won't go through a situation like what they've been through in the past. Yeah, the World card. Someone's opening themselves up to a whole new world. The World cards speak about travel. It speaks about new beginnings. It also could speak about like expansion, growth, figuring out who they are again, like outside of a relationship, like figuring out like who they are or what they like to do, or and it's just for them. It's like someone's now starting to view the world entirely differently now. Yeah, someone is, I feel like, rising up like a phoenix from the ashes after a very bad breakup. So what's the Eight of Swords for a Libra's person? What is the Eight of Swords? Did the card flip over? I don't think so. What is the Eight of Swords for Libra's person? Strength card. King of Swords, the Magician. So, Eight of Swords covered by the Strength card. Someone's like, Eight of Swords talks about like, usually an overthinking energy, kind of like a victim-like mentality, having like possibly a lot of intrusive thoughts that, may not be helpful. Yeah, it may take a lot of strength to pretty much like overcome those. Like maybe like feeling like one of the intrusive thoughts that might come through is like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I can't do this. Well, strength card talks about taming that inner like that inner voice in this case with the Eight of Swords, taming that inner voice. Being like okay, I hear that, I heard that thought, like of me not being good enough, but I'm not going to give into it. Instead, I'm going to push it aside and keep working on what I got going on. Like, it's acknowledging that that's there, that you see that, and you still pay it like no mind. You don't give it energy because, your energy goes where your intentions flow. And for all you guys, you don't need to give all your energy into that negative energy because that is what you will manifest. And the Magician card being here, a lot of you guys aren't trying to manifest that during this time. So again, just be mindful about your thoughts. You are that guy. You are that girl. You can do anything you put your mind to. Nothing can stop you but you. You can achieve anything. There's no star that's too out of reach. Don't you forget that. And you're worthy of having unconditional love. You deserve to have unconditional love. King of Swords being here also. Yeah, some of you guys may just be at this point where maybe you could be the ones in this King of Swords energy, or you could be bumping to a King of Swords energy. Some of you guys y'all could be bumping into one. So, and someone could be like overthinking, like, is it too good to be true? To find someone with King of Swords upright is like someone who's very straightforward, very honest. Like, is this like, someone may second guess this and think like this isn't real. Especially like I said, they've been like burnt in the past. It's like this is someone maybe so like again holding those like past traumas or triggers and pretty much carrying it into like this new person, or some of you guys. It doesn't have to even be romantic. It could be just like a friend, or I'm not sure if it's just like someone just in general. But yeah, but also shoot, there was two ways I was reading it and I got so deep into the other one I forgot the other one. Some of you guys need, I feel like, oh, yeah, yeah, I remember now. Some of you guys also can be embodied King of Swords energy, or maybe you need to establish better boundaries with, like, not only yourself, but with other people around you. Or maybe just in regards to love, maybe just that in general. Because it doesn't have to literally mean, like, everyone. But I feel like there's some area in your life, because King of Swords or Queen of Swords both talks about, like, both being very sharp, intellectual, quick-witted people, very good with their words, very sharp minds. Yeah, so it's like you guys are already know what you need to know. It's like for some of you guys, it's like y'all need to just pretty much like I feel like stand on that, or if need be, cut out people, places, or things that may feed into like you second guessing yourself, or negative habits that feed into your imbalances, like that sort of thing. Yeah, Prince of Cups here. Yeah, just again trust like whatever you're being led to do or like led to go. Yeah, so this is like someone who's like working through their issues, their traumas, their triggers, that sort of thing after a breakup. There's someone who I feel like also went through a painful ending as well, and is now like opening themselves up back to love as well. All right, so then let's get some mutual energy for the both. So yes, I don't have another deck. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm using a deck that I have like never used like on anyone. I think I've shoveled it before, but like I've never actually like used it. So the mutual energy for you and this person, a Libra, is the Eight of Swords. So y'all both could be overthinking about this situation. And the thing is, like, the answer is already like very clear. Yeah, Eight of Wands followed by the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the best course of action during this time is like if you're overthinking, like the Eight of Wands talks about like a lot of fast movement, a lot of calls, a lot of emails, a lot of communication, or someone traveling. Excuse me. That's like the best remedy for when you're up in your head overthinking. It's just to start doing. Like instead of like thinking about how you can do certain things or how it's gonna turn out or what's it gonna feel like or why it's all happening. Sometimes it's just best like if you're thinking about it something, just go ahead and just do it. King of Pentacles being here, yeah, someone I feel like is down the energy of the King of Pentacles here as well. It's about very stable, grounded energy. I feel like that's what this someone's getting into now. It's a more stable, grounded energy. Yeah. Also, could have been doing someone was a bit hard headed as well, but yeah. Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like both you and this person here, Libra, are both getting to this place where you're both like feeling the Nine of Cups. You're both trying to find wish fulfillment in your own lives. Yeah, I'm getting a Sean says someone needs to take more action towards the wish fulfillment. Yeah. Take whatever steps that are being guided to take to make their dreams a reality. Towards an Empress, I can't even make it up. So it's someone who someone's doing as wifey, husband material. Yeah, someone's overthinking a situation, but they need to take action. This is like the mutual energy. You both could be overthinking, but you both need to take action towards whatever makes you happy. Yeah, what else for Libra and that person? Nine of Wands, Star card, and Knight of Cups. I'll take it just because. Yeah, Knight of Wands, someone could be guarded, though, is the thing. Maybe you both could be guarded, but that's could be a problem. Here, if someone has some sort of issues to first work out before anything could happen. But luckily, whoever this person is, I feel like the Star card being here yet again, there's someone who is working through that. They're healing to let down their defenses to become the person who they were before they were hurt. Like, that's the thing. Someone is starting to get their shine back. And in due time, with the Knight of Cups, this is someone who will take a chance on love again. I'm not sure if it's right now, but, this is what, like, someone's on the path toward. Yeah, Emperor. It's funny because I feel like there's an emperor also here. I said that could be the lovers. I said someone may have a choice between like one or two, like one or multiple people. I feel like whoever the feminine is, it's like I said, she's getting herself together after a breakup, and she's gonna have like a couple of like masculine energies to choose from. There's an emperor and a king of pentacles. I think like a king of wands. So yeah, whoever this empress is gonna have plenty of options. But either way, it's like the advice is to take the steps you got to take towards happiness. It's the main thing between the both of you. You know, if you're overthinking, just the best way to remedy that is to again just start moving instead of overthinking about it. Just start doing it. So that way, like it pretty much it'll cancel that energy out. Also, if you are feeling guarded or over defensive here, this is a great time for healing. Healing is again feeling those emotions you don't want to feel. The hurt, the betrayal, the backstabbing, the lying, the manipulation that you experienced the first time. It's like giving yourself that actual time to sit down and process it. So that's what someone can be doing. And like I said, eventually they will be opening themselves back up to love. I'm not sure if it's right now, but this is what they're on course for. And it's funny because I said they're actually like they don't even know it, but they're going towards an emperor. But there's a King of Pentacles here too, and a King of Wands. So that's what I said. This is the energy. Yeah, take the steps you're guided to take. Someone is working on themselves, and they will be open back up to love. That's mutual energy. Oh, that's straightforward. Now for some advice. Um, no, I don't feel like I should do that. Let's just first see what the situation was. What was the situation between Libra and their person? What was the situation? What was going on here? pop up. Yeah, spontaneous, unexpected surprise visit. Like I said, someone might be, I feel like, coming towards someone. They may be taking the, well, in this case, I said take the steps you got to take towards happiness, but someone may be popping up on someone unexpectedly. Okay, that may be the steps that someone's guided to take. We have silence here and no non-action. And this could be someone who could have been very silent. So it's like this is someone who maybe you didn't even know felt this way. Yeah, there's a lot of silence between you and this person. But someone's gonna pop up on you here, Libra, or you could be popping up on somebody. Take it as it resonates. Anxious, anxiety, and crushed. It's someone who's very scared, though. Like I said, they're in the Eight of Swords. That's what the Eight of Swords is here. Someone is literally panicking. Yeah, they're putting themselves in a mental prison. They're so worried because they view you as someone who's so hot or like amazing or cool or whatever. It's like they just you got them feeling all types of things. Yeah, crushed. This is someone who's sad, broken, or feeling alone. Again, this could be your person here. Like I said, they were the ones who I felt like was really embodying that Five of Cups, Three of Swords energy. They could be the ones who's getting past it though. So just be mindful about that. But yeah. What else? What was the situation? What was going on between Libra and this person? Ooh. Yeah, like I said, searching here. Someone could have been definitely watching someone online, looking at them, at what they're posting, their videos, something like that. Yeah, but someone has triggers. Yeah, someone could like hear someone's name or see a car or be at a place or, and it could remind them of someone. Someone could be getting constant like reminders of somebody. Yeah, but someone could have got a divorce. Again, like I said, you guys could have divorced each other and have some sort of irreconcilable differences. So this could be someone from your past here. Hey, I've been with someone from your past who, hold on one sec. Some of your past here, or maybe I say y'all, like I said before, y'all could have been married or could have been living in a house or something like that, or had a serious relationship. Maybe this is irreconcilable. Yeah, but someone is feeling weighed down. And maybe the choices that they made or the actions they took here. Yeah, because someone was into the nightlife. Yeah, like I said, someone could have been, I feel like, partying all the time, or, it could have been a gambler, or could have been drinking, or it could have had um, a crazy night. But yeah, someone ended up, I feel like, could have ended up cheating on somebody here, or had some sort of forbidden love. But yeah, this is the divine masculine, though. All right, what else for a Libra and this person? Commitment. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Someone went through all this craziness, but it's like now someone's ready for a commitment. I said now someone's focused on having a long-term relationship. They want to be serious. Like this one who doesn't want to play games anymore. They don't want to play the field, or they don't want to. They don't want it to be a hot girl summer or a hot guy summer. Yeah, because the first person was I said they had a choice. Of the masculine energy, they had a choice between a drama queen or the divine feminine. And for someone I said this is what they left the divine feminine for. Someone who was just thirsty, causing chaos, and that's like just, in it for a good time, not a long time, only here to keep someone from going towards their actual divine feminine. That's what this person was dealing with. But they know that they should have given this commitment to you. Now I understand. This one, the reason why they're wanting to come back and reconcile is because I said they know that they owed this commitment to you. I said you showed up as someone who's very kind, caring, loving, and honest and genuine, and they chose someone who was so reckless, so untrustworthy, so unstable, so wild over you. And they know they're wrong. Good Lord. But now someone's on the verge of coming towards you. Like I said, this one, if they've been silent or trying to like keep away from you, to respect you and, let you like live your life, 'cause they know they did never on you, they just can't, they can't hold back for too much longer here. So that's what's going on. Um, is this mail chipped? It sure is. Okay. What else for? Let's get some advice for Libra. What's the advice for Libra here? 34 minutes. I'll wrap it up here real quick. That's what's going on or what's happened. Golden egg, yeah. hmm Too many cards. Golden egg. What else for the whale? All right. What else for what's the advice for Libra's person? This is for Libra's person. Crow and dragonfly. Bottom of the deck is spider. So spider talks about how being more process oriented versus being goal oriented. Because spider is like talks about how like when the spider's creating its web, it's a lot of hard work. It's very like back breaking work, but the spider never gives up or like pretty much gets too tired to keep going. So the reason why is because it knows eventually that this web is going to bring everything that the spider can possibly need. It'll bring it like the stability, the house, the food, like all that good stuff. And that's kind of like the same energy here for you guys. Y'all need to be more self productive, long term gold folk, long term. Oh my gosh, I'm tripping over my words. Be process oriented versus goal oriented. Think more long term than like in the heat of a moment. And what's going to help you is maybe just diving more into creative projects as well would be super helpful for you during this time for the both of you. Now, on Libra's side, we have the golden egg. The golden egg talks about how there's a message lying dormant in someone's heart. And the thing is, this message cannot be rushed or forced or hurried. You know, in order for someone to hear this message, they have to get to a nice place that's quiet and comfortable and cozy. And then they'll feel like this warm sense of I forget comfort. And that's when they're able to ask the question that's been lying most heaviest on their heart and being open to whatever answer comes from it. Yeah. Someone is like cozy and honest with themselves about what they're feeling. But they can only do that once they get alone with themselves. And that's what someone's doing. Someone's being honest about what they feel towards you, Libra, or towards how you feel towards your person. Take it as resonates. But someone has the whale energy here as well. The whale talks about someone like being very reliable. This is someone who usually like for others shows up as a beacon of light amongst like a lot of people's most like craziest times. Yeah, they always like are someone who somehow always finds the right words to I feel like comfort a situation. Whatever this person is in the whale energy, it talks about someone needs to I feel like practice more self care. That's what this person needs to do. So when they don't, they tend to slip into like heavy stories. Like again, maybe someone who's been through a lot of stuff, like hurt people, and they have their own shit that they need to work on. And it's because, like I said, they possibly weren't given the best love in the past from family, friends, whatever. And again, it's not an excuse, but it's like this is just like what they need to work on for themselves in order to to bring this type of to be the man or woman that you need them to be. They need to work on themselves first, and that's what they've been doing or are being called here to do. You know, treat yourself with that same love and respect that you want. Maybe that you never got as a kid or from a relationship, or well, I won't say relationship because person was that for you. So maybe as a kid, or I don't know, but yeah, someone needs to work on giving themselves that love so that they'll know how to love someone else better. Because you can't love anyone else until you learn to love yourself. Now, as for your person here, Libra, your person has the crow energy. So again, they're very clairvoyant. The crow card talks about this is someone who has like gives a lot of visions about the past, present, and future. And the thing is, it can be a bit overstimulating, if they're over here trying to like run around throughout the day while they're getting these visions. So during this time, this person being called while they're getting all these visions from the past, present, and future, like get somewhere cozy and sit down, and just kind of like I feel like give yourself time to really like I feel like process this, whatever you're going through, whenever this does start happening. Like give yourself time to like just sit and chill. Yeah. Also, the dragonfly card is here as well, and it talks about your mind or your perception. For your person here, someone has to I feel like take time to really sit with themselves to make sure like what they're seeing is accurate. Like, is it actual is what they're seeing, is it crystal clear or is it dreaming like is it real or is it fiction? Are they seeing things clearly or maybe there's something else to it? that sort of thing. And what help is possibly like, someone working on like, sitting up straight, like, laying straight or sitting up straight and like working on the posture and taking deep breaths in and out. So yeah, someone needs to work on their posture and take deep breaths in and out. Okay. Anything else for Libra before I close it out? Hey, baby. I'm almost done. I'm also with this reading. I only have one more left, and it should be short.
Yeah, I'm really
Did you not sleep well?
tired. I didn't sleep that much.
Why?
Well, I stayed up only 8% and watched television.
Okay. We'll talk more about it here in a minute. Okay, I'm almost done. But I'm on like the last deck before I close it out.
This is how I am.
You do the mash. You do the monster mash. You do the mash.
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
I just turned the water.
So, if some of you guys are struggling with self love, self care, again, the advice is to live your dreams. So, never give up on your dreams and dare to live that adventure. As I was saying earlier, if you've been overthinking or in your head constantly about taking action towards your wish fulfillment, your dreams, it's like the best advice is to just go ahead and do it. Like if you've always wanted to sing in front of a crowd, but like you're scared of what people will think, just go to karaoke night. And if you need a little like I don't endorse like drugs and stuff like that, but if you need a little like uh, courage, a little liquid courage to really like muster up the courage to like sing in front of a crowd, then go ahead and do it. Like maybe that might help. But this is a time for you guys to go after your dreams. That's what's going to make you happy. That's what's going to build up confidence. That's going to help you manifest life that you truly want. So again, take action towards what you desire, Libra. And lastly, we have nutrition. Nutrition. Your body is your temple. So try changing your eating habits. Again, maybe eating a little healthier, drinking a bit more water, eating some more vegetables, some more fruits. That might be able to change, like, a couple chemical reactions in your body here, okay? But yes, this is if you're reading. Bottom of that is awakening. Yeah, a realization, shift, or discovery is happening right now. Someone I feel like is going through some major life changes, and that's why this is all taking place because they're changing. And when you change internally, externally, your world has to change with it. Excuse me. But yeah, send a reading here, Libra. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe because I'll push my channel out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that amazing jazz. Yes, I do, Libra. You and your person. You'll have your issues. Every relationship does. But whether or not you guys come together or not is all dependent on you and your person. Because they have the judgment card. Now, meaning when you do come, they're going to make a choice. But ultimately, it doesn't say whether it's for or against you. So it may be up in the air. It depends on you and your person. And that's kind of where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it off on a cliffhanger here. The choice is yours. Anyways, I love you so much, Libra. But with this being said, goodbye, my superstars.